That is a beautiful sandwich. That is kielbasa and onion with a little bit of brown mustard.
Imported from where?
Chicago. Yeah, they actually brought in the sausage specifically for the sandwich, which is exciting. Dan got a Cuban.
Yeah.
Which is a good one. It's a good one to get here.
Like I remember less meat, but I'm not complaining. So it's really good.
And we actually got Lindsay here, which is great.
I'm seated and I'm eating and I'm not leaving yet.
I know, it's incredible.
That's food. So I'm not supposed to eat.
No,
right?
it's not supposed to be food safe.
Okay. And then this is the actual. The pen. I'm excited.
The pen goes real good with that cover. Wow.
Yeah.
Were there multiple Animal Crossing covers?
There's
or is
that
it
one
just...
in a cousin size. There's the A6
Oh, okay.
and A5.
Cool.
Yeah. This is the English version, right?
Yeah, that's the English version.
Yeah.
They don't make the A5 in English.
Yeah.
But you may decide after doing it for a year if you want to continue. You may decide you want to go with the bigger size.
Okay.
Which is what Michael did.
Neat.
I was just afraid I wouldn't be able to.
Read it.
Yeah.
Well, there is stuff in the English that you miss out in the Japanese. The Japanese, I think you would be able to use just fine, but you would miss out on some things.
Okay. So cute. Yay. I love it.
I don't think I ever actually started the vlog. So hello everyone and welcome to Thursday. Went and grabbed some lunch just with Dan and Lindsay. Just kind of a small lunch bunch today. Also, the restaurant was completely empty. We had tried to go to International Kitchen a few weeks ago, and we actually couldn't get in. There wasn't that many people there prior, but they have no help, and because they have no help, they couldn't seat as many people as were coming. But today there was literally no one in the restaurant. It was just me, Dan, and Lindsay from the time we went in till the time we left, and the food was really good. Mao actually didn't join today because Mao was feeling a little under the weather this morning.
Yeah.
You actually felt okay for breakfast stream, but then after breakfast stream you started to feel not so great.
Yeah.
So Mao stayed here, and I just brought her some pickle soup back. Now that Dan has headed out, because Dan came over to pick up his techo, because Mao ordered the techo since Mao does all the techo ordering.
I have an account, and
Yeah.
something that's gonna sell out like the Animal Crossing cover has done 3 times now.
Yeah.
We just figured it was easiest for me to take care of that. So.
Yeah, and it is. So now, Mao's feeling a little bit better. Ibuprofen. This is the household of ibuprofen. Now that Mao's feeling a little bit better, we're going to ride out, and we got to get some groceries. Most importantly, we got to get some cat litter, because we don't have any. For a while, we were ordering it.
Yeah.
But it's cheaper to get it at the store than to order it.
Going to that store because we didn't need to go to that store as often.
Yeah, but we should go to the store now, so that's what we're gonna do. So we're gonna go. We say the store, Walmart. We hadn't been going. We hadn't been going to Walmart.
We didn't need to.
We just didn't have a use for it other than cat litter. And we're like, we can skip that trip entirely and have it delivered, but it's cheaper, so we're just gonna go get some. It's like the mother load. It's not even that many, but we just haven't had them in a bit. Don't worry, buddy. You'll be able to poop again. You won't have to keep holding it in. Walmart was interesting because we're now at the middle of September, which means that the tourists are gone. And it's nice because, like, the tourists are gone. The parking lot is less than half full.
For once.
First time in a while. The store was,
Mostly stocked.
mostly stocked and also largely empty.
Yeah.
Certainly compared to summer. But when we walked in, there was no carts. On the side we walked in, we were like, huh. So then we started walking down to the other side, and then we heard someone else complaining
Loudly
complaining to someone that there was no carts on either side. Where were the carts?
Where am I supposed to get a cart?
Where am I supposed to get a cart?
Walk around and take one?
And I was like, mean, there's cars outside. So I just walked back outside and got a cart and brought it in. But I've never run in. I don't think I've ever run into that problem. Maybe? I don't know. We don't come to Walmart very often.
No.
Anyway, we're all stocked up on cat litter. Had cat litter.
Yeah.
It's not like he was pooping into a dry box. That would be bad for both of us. But we were definitely getting, like, we were at the end, so it's nice to pick up some. And I picked up a lot. Like, a lot. It's going to be heavy. I'm ending off today's vlog having done something that I have talked about for a while, but I haven't actually gotten around to doing until today. And that was installing Blackmagic's DaVinci Resolve software. This is something I've talked about wanting to just kind of like play around in and get familiar with, just because I think it's good to know because it's so powerful. The reason I installed it today was not to make the switch from Final Cut Pro. It was actually to make a LUT. I have been having some weird problems with the color of the camera on Breakfast Stream, and by association all streams, being wrong. Like, it's out of nowhere, everything got really washed out, and I hadn't changed anything on any settings anywhere. There may have been a Windows update, maybe, I'm not sure. When I first saw it, I was like, okay, this is a color range issue, where it's, it should be at partial or limited, and it's been moved to full. I can fix that. And then I looked and I was like, oh, it's all set correctly. What the crap? So then I poked around, and like, this is a while back, probably a week or more ago, where I spent like hours trying to deal with it and figure it out, and I literally couldn't figure it out. And I ultimately decided that I would just make a new LUT to get the dynamic range in the image that I needed. Layman's terms is, image was washed out, needed to push the contrast more, needed the darks to be darker, because the image coming out of the camera was bad. And it wasn't the image coming out of the camera specifically, because like, if I recorded a clip on the camera and moved it to the computer, that was fine. So it was definitely something in how like the Elgato was interpreting the footage coming from the camera, but it happened like super suddenly and without warning, and I was really confused. So today I installed DaVinci and took a small clip after Breakfast Stream and edited it to make a LUT. Again, layman's terms. I gotta do layman's terms. Basically, what that does is allows you to take a image that doesn't have any sort of color correction, color grading on it. Do that, turn it into a file. Then you can put the file on the camera, and then the camera will take whatever image it sees and applies all of those corrections live. So then you can basically make the image look like however you want. So I did that, had it looking good, moved it to the camera, and I realized that it's still having problems. The good news is it's closer, like it looks better, but it's still having problems where like I'll open up OBS and things might look okay, or they might not. If they don't, then I have to open up Game Capture. When I open up Game Capture, it'll fix it, unless it doesn't, because sometimes it doesn't. It's been a huge headache. So I still don't know what's wrong. It just randomly stopped working as intended. I now have the picture close enough, and sometimes close enough is good enough, because I don't know what the specific issue is. I don't know if there is something going on with the camera and the way it's outputting HDMI. I don't know if it's a problem with the Elgato. I don't know if it's a problem with like HDMI cable. And I could probably figure out some of these things with more testing, but like I have other crap to do. So again, sometimes you just got to get it good enough and say, I got to move on. But it has been frustrating. It's been super frustrating. So I'm not really sure what's up. But it is what it is. I'm just... I dealt with it today. I did enough to it that I'm like, I'm satisfied and I'm stepping away. At some point in the future, maybe I'll dive in more to make it look better. But that was what I did today. And it was exciting to actually open Resolve. That was the program that I've wanted to play around with. And I'm not really playing around with it. I needed it to make the, you know, the LUT. But it was cool to open it and poke around and look at everything. And it's, you know, it's complicated. There's a whole lot to it. But it's nice to finally have installed on the computer. And I have a full version. Like, the base version is free. It's actually probably at this point my recommendation for folks looking for free video editing software, if you don't mind something that is complicated, because it's extremely good and it is free. Like, I have a paid version because you get a free version, you get a free paid version when you buy a camera. And so I had that, but like, it doesn't add much. Like, you probably wouldn't even need the paid version ever. So if you're looking for video editing software and you don't mind what I would call a fairly high learning curve, it might be worth looking into Resolve, because it's free. Yeah, but I'll still be working in Final Cut. Final Cut's fast, and I am fast in Final Cut, which is probably the more important thing, because I've been using it for a long time, and turnaround time is the most important thing of what I do, because we make so much stuff and I need to get stuff done and out quickly, and Final Cut is still the king of that for me. But it's fun to play around. All right, I'm done. Thank you so much for watching. Tomorrow is exciting because we are playing a mystery game. Let's move back tomorrow, shall we?